Welcome to the St. Benedict's Episcopal School Podcast, planting seeds, cultivating critical thinking, creativity, community, and lifelong learning. Here we'll take you on a transformative journey into the inner workings of this unique school and the people behind it. So sit up straight, school's in. And here's your host and head of school, Father Brian Sullivan.
Welcome to another captivating episode of Planting Seeds, Cultivating Critical Thinking, Creativity, Community, and Lifelong Learning, a podcast that invites you as a listener on an inspiring voyage of education, planting seeds into our community, and watching its impactful growth. I'm your host, Father Brian Sullivan, and today we embark on a journey unlike any other. We're diving into the heart of education at St. Benedict's Episcopal School, and joining us are two exceptional individuals whose lives are intricately woven into the fabric of both education and the Smyrna community. Mayor Derek Norton and his wife, Laura Norton, welcome. Mayor Norton's journey from Cobb County to the bustling halls of Sprayberry High School, to the corridors of Washington, D.C., and finally to the helm of the city of Smyrna reflects a lifelong dedication to service and growth. Laura Norton's impactful career journey, community involvement, and as our current president of the Parents Association, personifies the spirit of active participation, fostering connections that echo far beyond the school gates. So with no further ado, let us jump right into things by welcoming our guests, Mayor Derek, Laura.
Thank you, man. What an introduction. We're going to take you around with us.
Did that sound like you? So obviously you're here because your parents, not just the mayor and not just on the board of trustees and not just the PA president, but you have two children here, Samantha and Jack. And what grades again are they in, and how long have they been here?
Jack just started the first grade and Sam just started second grade. And I think this is their third year or fourth?
This is Sam's third year.
Okay.
No, Sam's fourth year and Jack's third year.
It's hard to keep track because you all joined
when you're having fun.
Well, COVID erased all kinds of mental places to try and figure out how many years. It's hard to believe that they've actually been here that long. I know probably saying it out loud is kind of weird too.
It is.
So as parents of children who attend St. Benedict's, you have a unique insight into the school's educational approach. Can you discuss any specific aspects of St. Benedict's that you believe contribute to a transformative journey for students, not only your own, but those in their class, and actually sets our school apart from the larger educational landscape here in Cobb County?
I think that the diversity that St. Benedict's has, being able to interact with students that don't have the same backgrounds, don't have the same experiences, and then you couple that with a staff that is second to none that I've ever seen, that nurtures these kids and gives them the confidence they need to excel. I think St. Benedict's is just such a special place, and our kids are thriving there. We wouldn't put them anywhere else, and this community has been great for us.
And you've grown up here in Cobb County and graduated from Sprayberry High School, a rival high school of mine over in Walton. So you have deep connections to the local community. Could you share how your experience here in Cobb County as a resident and alumni have shaped your perspective on education and the role schools in general play in our community?
I think growing up here and just kind of seeing how my personal experience in the public school system, I know Laura was at North Cobb.
South
Cobb.
Oh, Laura, another competitor.
South Cobb, sorry.
North Cobb's soccer team was better than South Cobb's.
Right.
But, just growing up here and being a product of Cobb County schools, it kind of gives me a basis, right? A frame of reference to compare St. Benedict's to my experience. And to me, it's just really good when you compare. They're not one better than the other, but different. But St. Benedict's is just, for our kids, it's just a great opportunity and a great environment to be in. I don't know that I answered the question, but
No. Well, I was going to follow up with, I think probably one of your bigger jobs as a mayor here in Smyrna is attracting people here, not just individuals into communities, but community development. You've been doing a good job with that. In the heart of the city, would you say having a school like St. Benedict's makes it easier for you? Because there's so many different people coming here from so many different places.
Look, Smyrna is probably the most diverse city in the state, really. And having that option for folks as they move here, there's not a lot of people moving out of Smyrna, Georgia. They're all moving in, right? and are trying to move in. And when they do, having an option like St. Benedict's for their kids really matters.
And Laura, you're the new president of our Parents Association. So could you tell us about your vision for fostering a strong sense of community among the parents and caregivers of students at St. Benedict's?
Sure. I think I've been involved with the Parents Association for a couple years now, just this year as the president. But really, I think the goal this year is just to continue to increase involvement. We talked about earlier in the year, let's make this fun. Let's make being a part of the Parents Association and volunteering at the school and being just a part of your child's education something you don't want to miss. You want to be a part of all the different events we do and the many, many different programs. As I've kind of dug into the PA and realized everything that we do, I mean, it's constant in terms of volunteer opportunities and that kind of thing. And you really do develop a sense of community where your child's not just going to school, you're going to the school and you're really becoming a part of their education.
Yeah. And I think having you all here on the podcast, being parents that were here when COVID started, no one could come in at all. Mm-hmm. We had parents trusting nothing but a video of the classroom and emails and maybe a couple Zooms with teachers before both feed in. And now you're able to invite parents into the building. We've already had an incredible pre-planning lunch that was planned by the parents, and caring for that staff is part of what makes our job here at St. Benedict's so easy when we try to retain teachers year after year. And some of them have been here since the very beginning. So thank you officially for all that you do.
Well, I'll tell you, the teachers, if there's one thing we all learned during COVID is that we need teachers. We are not teachers and we need them. And they're very, very important to our kids who talk about their teachers all the time. Very important in their lives and very important in ours.
100% agree. Teachers, if you're on the other side of this, we love you. All teachers everywhere, not just at St. Benedict's. So Derek, serving on the Board of Trustees at St. Benedict's, you're well versed with the school's values and goals. How do you see that alignment between your civic responsibilities as mayor and your role in shaping the direction of St. Benedict's Episcopal School?
Well, first, it's an honor to serve on the Board of Trustees. I'm very thankful for that opportunity. St. Benedict's reflects our community. It shares a lot of the values that many of the people in Smyrna share also.
Mayor Norton, St. Benedict's Episcopal School is embarking on an exciting expansion with the creation of a new middle school building. Obviously, we have the students, but we're creating a space that goes beyond where we are, that allows us to spread out a little more. As a parent, a community leader, a board member, the mayor, how do you see this expansion contributing to both the educational experience at St. Benedict's, but our overall development of the community here in Smyrna?
I mean, it's going to be great. This is a long awaited, and I know you know better than anybody, a very difficult thing that's been accomplished here. And I can't wait for construction and for it to be done. And like we talked about earlier, having a destination like St. Benedict's for folks that are moving in Smyrna or live here now for their kids to go to, expanding the campus and providing more opportunities, more room, more to have those experiences. I think it's great all the way around.
And you may be able to answer this, you may not, but seeing ground scraped for community as opposed to townhomes or developer is exciting to me, as we tried very hard, as you pointed out, to get land around us and getting it zoned and put through. I think what finally won it over was this is for the kids, this is for education, and I hope you would agree, for the wider community of Smyrna.
100%. This is so much more impactful than, another townhome development, another dense type thing. This is above and beyond and really, really good for Smyrna and the surrounding area.
With 2 children attending St. Benedict's, you have firsthand experience with the school's educational environment. What specific aspects of the school do you find most supportive in nurturing your children's growth and learning?
I think the specific aspects of the school that we see as probably most important nurturing to our kids are, the staff in particular. The teachers have not only shown an interest in our children's education, but also just in their lives outside of school. We've had teachers come to athletic sporting events for our kids and that kind of thing. And just, you drop them off at carpool and they ask, how
how Jack's baseball game was, how Sam's gymnastics is going. I mean, they know these kids. They don't just teach them and send them home. They know, they take an interest in knowing. You don't find that everywhere.
The confidence that this has instilled in our kids, and also there's just they're happy going to school. They're happy coming home. They like to tell us about their day, and that really just makes things better, at home and for us, and lets us know that we're making the right decision. And then in addition, just the curriculum, I think at the school, it's not only an advanced curriculum, but it's also just very much personalized and really, in our opinion, allows the kids to move at the level that they learn. And that's very important to our kids and I think lots of other individual kids.
And you mentioned earlier, I'm a product of Cobb County schools and Sprayberry, and Laura went to South Cobb. I don't think it was ever a goal of ours or a path forward that we thought we would take to have our kids in independent school. But the way things lined up and having some referrals from some really close friends, Tim Gould and others, we made that choice. And then the pandemic hit and St. Benedict's just flourished in navigating a very difficult environment. And our kids are thriving and they love it there. And we wouldn't have done it any other way and are so happy to have them there.
We're happy to have them too. You had mentioned diversity and inclusion of Smyrna and how it intersects with St. Benedict's School, specifically how it's present both in the classroom and through the teachers. How do you think that is going to set your children apart from other kids? I mean, obviously they're going to go from here to wherever the launching off point is, but how do you find that that's going to set them apart maybe in college when college applications come out and they're looking at the difference between one Cobb County student and another Cobb County student, assuming that they may go to a Cobb County high school?
Yeah, I mean, in Smyrna, we, like we talked about, we've got such a diverse community. If you live here, you interact with people that are not the same as you, different backgrounds, different religions, different, all kinds of things. You have that at St. Benedict's too. And with the programming that we tried to implement at the city, we tried to make sure everybody has a seat at the table. Everybody, is involved in the decision-making process. Everybody has something that draws them into the city, makes them feel a part of it. And that's what you have at St. Benedict's too. And I think that benefits anybody going farther down the line in their educational process because they've experienced different things that they may not have experienced otherwise. That just makes you stronger. And we see that making our community stronger in the larger Smyrna area and make it more of a tight-knit community. And I see the same thing at St. Benedict's.
We're a Christian school. I think what really makes us unique, you sort of reflected in your own role as mayor, and that's that we can all have a voice, even though they're different. And I think that's true with us here. We've got different religions, different people from different cultures. And it doesn't mean mine's better than yours. And I've heard you say similar words as mayor. It just makes us more unique, more strong. And the more we respect each other for those differences, the better a community is. And in my opinion, as head of school, and I offer you to differ if that's different than how you are as a leader.
You nailed it. That's exactly the way I feel.
We're getting close to the end, and I've always said that the secret sauce at St. Benedict's was the very thing that we all missed during COVID, which was community and being together and having our kids play together, having some of us had smaller friend groups back then, but larger friend groups, play dates. And here at St. Benedict's, you get to run into parents, classmates all over. Unlike under independent schools, you don't have to get on 285 to get to somebody else's house. And typically you just end a game and half the team comes over for a play date.
Yep.
How have you used that to get closer with your friends, families? Have you met people that you never thought you'd be friends with in your classrooms, all that kind of stuff? I think that's the secret sauce at St. Benedict's.
Look, we were told by our parents that, listen, the best friends that you're going to have are going to be your kids' friends' parents and your kids' teammates' parents. Well, you're right. They're all the same, right? And that's exactly what's happening. And the community that we feel that we're a part of at St. Benedict's, both for our kids and for us, is just fantastic, second to none.
Yeah, I think, in general, we can't go anywhere without seeing somebody from St. Benedict's. You see them all over the community. It's like you said, St. Benedict's is really spread throughout Smyrna. They're on, there's numerous St. Benedict's kids on Jack's baseball team and even Sam's gymnastics team. It's great. And we've really gotten to know, many, many families. It's great.
And I see across, that there's folks that on the parent side, that are populating the different committees in Smyrna, participating in their community. They take that involvement in the school and it translates to to shaping the city too with the different task forces. And work groups and things that we put together there. They're filled with St. Bede's parents.
Lots of talented families, talented parents.
That's a great way to put it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've always found it. People are always afraid to give me good advice. I'll put it that way. And I always say that's what makes our school better. And it sounds like same with our community. I mean, if people have a problem, say it. Let's see what we can do to figure it out. It may not be exactly what you want. But your involvement and parents' involvement here at St. Benedict's is really what's made this school such a great school, besides the teachers.
Yes.
That's right.
Teachers are number one. Well, wow. What an impactful and powerful conversation. We could talk about the power of planting seeds and growth all day, but it's time to wrap things up. Plus, we know the two of you have a busy schedule, and not to mention, I think carpool is starting soon. To our audience, remember your engagement fuels the spirit of planting seeds. Subscribe, rate, and share your thoughts to help us sow the seeds of inspiration far and wide. For more updates on St. Benedict's Episcopal School and our remarkable journey, visit our website, STBS, that's St. B's, STBS.org, and follow us on social media. As we wrap up this episode, let these stories resonate with you, reminding us all that education is more than a syllabus. It's a transformative force that shapes lives, nurtures communities, and lays the foundation for a better tomorrow. Until next time, keep spreading kindness, compassion, and love.
Thanks for listening to Planting Seeds, Cultivating Critical Thinking, Creativity, Community, and Lifelong Learning with your host, Father Brian Sullivan. To find out more about St. Benedict's Episcopal School, visit stbs.org.